This is TimeOut Corner here on ToC News, and we're going to have a quick discussion about this Kavanaugh and Ford issue. Somebody's lying, people. Somebody is lying through their teeth. Somebody's lying. I'm telling you for sure. We all know this. One of the two is lying. Either Kavanaugh is lying that he did not rape or attempt to rape Mrs. Ford, or Mrs. Ford is lying through her teeth that Kavanaugh attempted to rape her and his friend was there chanting him on and, doing whatever he was doing. Hyping him up, whatever you want to call it. One or two are lying. Now, I have to say this much right here, people. From this hearing today, TimeOut Corner does not know. I cannot for the love of me picture out if the Republicans and or if the Democrats care about either of the two, Kavanaugh or Ford. I will say this, though. At least from what I saw, it seems to me at least the Republicans care about Kavanaugh to where they're trying to make sure they honestly believe he didn't do it. Most of them I saw. I didn't see everybody, but from what I saw, they believe he did not do it. At least the ones at the hearing, right? They believe he did not do it. And at the same time, they're also giving respect to Ford on her claims and saying this still should be looked at and investigated. It's a serious claim, right? But on the other side of the aisle, I can certainly say I do not know for one fact, individually, not all of them, individually, which in the end sums up to all of them, for the Democrats, if they care about either or, Ford or Kavanaugh. I hear what they're saying, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, do they care about Kavanaugh or Ford? Again, I see the Republicans, from what I saw at the hearing, a lot of them care for Kavanaugh. They believe he did not do it. They believe he's innocent or whatnot. From the Democrats, though, I cannot tell if they cared for Ford in the least bit. I cannot tell. I could not tell. Their actions up to this point sure as don't show that they cared. Now, as we all know, they've been claiming they want an investigation for the long, that's been their cry, their battle cry. The Republicans' battle cry has been, look, he's innocent. At least we don't see any evidence to show he's guilty. Now, on the Democratic side, we all know, like I said, they've been asking for investigations. But what we learned today was, and I'm sure we've already known this, that I don't know if you can call them investigations or just questioning, whatever it is. The committee has some sort of investigation going on, or whoever it is, they have an investigation. There's an investigation going on, people. There is an investigation going on, people. There is one going on. There's one going on right now. Now, I believe, I can't remember what the website is, but one of the personnel asking questions on the Republican side, he said you can go to the website and you can have a step-by-step, pretty much, detailed documentation of their investigation. From what we know, though, is that Democrats say they want an investigation, but when it comes to getting down and dirty to business, it don't seem like they really want an investigation. Because there's been an investigation going on, and lo and behold, the Democrats, when they've been questioning witnesses, when they've been doing a questioning or part of investigations, the Democrats are nowhere to be found to try to help out and assist with it. And apparently, the only times, like the one or two times they were present during the questioning of a witness or whatnot, they did not ask a single question. Not one question was asked. Not a single time did they ask a question. Now, people, I don't know about you all. That doesn't look like to me that somebody who cares about somebody who's saying they were raped or attempted, somebody had tried to rape them before. That does not sound like somebody to me, or personnel or a group to me, who cares to try to make sure the facts are right, that their facts are facts, that they can get all the information that they can to try to get to the bottom of a serious allegation. To me, what that sounds like, somebody who does not care at all. Crying through their teeth about something, but when it comes to actually do something, they're sitting there twiddling their thumbs. So here TimeOut Corner wants to say this. I, for the love of me, cannot tell individually which Democrat cared about Ford or Kavanaugh for that matter. Of course, they said some things to make it seem like they cared, but if you look at their actions, what they were questioning, I don't see any care whatsoever. All I saw was some people going for their agenda no matter what. Because as most of you already probably know, before these accusations came forward, they were trying everything in their power to make sure Kavanaugh did not get or could not get the seat. They were getting petty with it, people. They were getting petty. They were getting petty with it before, and they were failing. Now they got this. This is their ammo. This is what I see. This is what I believe. This is their ammo. They don't care about Ford. You want an investigation, yet you're brought into pretty much an investigation, and you don't investigate. How much more proof do you need, people, that this is a sham by the Democrats? I have to call it that. I have to call that right now a sham. I see it as that. You don't say you want to investigate something and then don't investigate or don't ask questions when you're brought aboard, or don't even show up for that matter, for most of them, to investigations or to a questionnaire or whatever. I don't know what you would call it. I don't know any terminology for the legal things, right? But anyways, but on top of this, people, on top of this, one thing I have to say is this, though. I don't know about you all. I say this all the time. I do not like, your boy TimeOut Corner does not like to be bamboozled. I don't like to be lied to. I don't like to be fooled. I don't like to be, I definitely don't like to be used, right? Taken advantage of, all right? And that's what I think a lot of these Democrats are doing. They're relying on the fact, or they're relying on a lot of people, and I'm talking about us normal people, not us politicians. They're relying on a lot of us normal people being stupid. And I see this. They're hoping a lot of us are just stupid and take their word for it. Side with them. They're just hoping most people just side with them. Don't do any type of looking into anything. Don't take any other information in if it comes from the other side or if it contradicts what they say. They're relying on most people to just be stupid and gullible and just go with the flow. That's what they're hoping, people. Because if they keep saying, if the FBI themselves come out and say there's nothing more for us to do, why are you going to keep bringing up FBI investigation? Why don't you want FBI investigation? Why would you keep bringing it up? Why? There's no reason to bring it up, people. Why? I'll tell you why, people. Because they think most people are stupid. They think this is a battle cry, just as is calling somebody, or, I don't want to say that because this is, somebody saying somebody raped them, but, or attempted to. But that's just like saying the boy who cried wolf in the essence, right? Like, I guess in reverse terms. I don't know. This is like somebody trying to say somebody's a racist or somebody's a rapist or somebody's hates women, whatever, right? That's just like this. That when they say somebody's like that, without any evidence, they're banging on you being gullible and just taking their word for it. That's what they're betting on right here. When they say we want an investigation or this or that, they're betting on most people being too stupid or too gullible to even care to even look into it. So pretty much what I'm trying to say, people, is they got everybody by the strings, is what I'm trying to say. But your boy TimeOut Corner, ain't nobody got me by the strings. No Republican. Let me eat a grape to that. That tastes good. Ain't no Democrat. Let me eat a grape to that. Got no TimeOut Corner by the strings. I think outside the box too much. It's impossible to have me by the strings. But no, seriously though. As I eat these grapes, these delicious grapes, I just want y'all to know, this is what I see. Some Republicans too. And somebody keeps repeating something over and over again. And whatever they keep repeating over and over again, somebody keeps coming out to reaffirm them or assure them that what they're repeating doesn't make sense or doesn't have any merit to it, or like it's pretty much a lie, yet they keep repeating it over and over again. They're not trying to, piss off the person who's arguing with them or having a debate with them or they're having a discussion with. They're not trying to piss them off. They're not trying to, I guess you can say, change their mind. They're not trying to, hide the fact that they're wrong or incorrect to them, because they themselves know they're wrong or incorrect, or spreading BS, or just fibbing out their mouths, right? They know this. What they're trying to do is make sure you hear what they're trying to say, and you run with it out your mouths to everybody else, and it spreads like wildfire. They're betting on you being the idiot to not research things and to just have it. And remember, if you say something enough, you'll believe it. So they're betting on you being the one to hear it enough and just say, yeah, investigation. That's right, FBI investigation. They don't want to. They're banging on you people being the gullible ones to take that, right? That's what they're doing. That's what I see. Because after all this mess, I can say this. I still don't know if Kavanaugh is lying or she's lying. Why? Because in the end, both sides are still just, doing what they were doing. But most of the Democrats were just, I don't know what they were doing, man. I don't know. At least for the Republicans, I guess, I can honestly say they cared about Kavanaugh. For the Democrats, I cannot tell if they cared about Ford or Kavanaugh. To me, it's like they didn't even care. They were just like, FBI investigation, yearbook photos. And that was it. But anyways, it's just crazy, people. It's crazy. Your boy TimeOut Corner going to say this. Do I believe that Ford possibly was sexually assaulted? That's hard to say. Do I believe that Kavanaugh is innocent? That's hard to say. But do I believe Kavanaugh and the role he's trying to get and his reputation should be tarnished, or should be, or at least for the position, he should not get it, or should disqualify himself for the position or whatnot because of this issue or these allegations? No, I do not believe that. And why do I say that? It's simple. And I don't want to sound crazy when I say this, but it's simple, people. Even if, let's look at it like this. Even if, now don't get crazy if I say this, people. All right? Don't get crazy if I say this. But even if Kavanaugh, or let's say Ford, even if Ford is telling the truth about Kavanaugh sexually assaulting her, I still would say no. What he's trying to go for, his seat, should not be put in jeopardy. No. He should not get in any trouble for this. Now, I'm not saying this because I don't believe people who sexually assault people should not be held accountable. I'm not saying this because it happened so long ago, it shouldn't be held accountable. I'm not saying this because I don't care about females or whatnot. Right? I'm not saying any of that. Because I believe people who do sexual assault should be held accountable. Should be in trouble, put in jail right now, all right? I believe, even though it happened long ago, whatever crime, should be held accountable. Now, I do like females, that's for sure. So that's not anything to do with it. It's because of this mess right here. I don't think he should be held accountable. And why do I do not think he should be held accountable because of this mess? Why? It's simple. There's no proof. There's no evidence of this ever happening. And because this happened so long ago, it makes it very difficult to find any evidence if this ever happened. Because, again, Ford is saying it happened, and Kavanaugh is denying it. All the witnesses that Ford, to my can remember, her witnesses that she brought have identified. All of them have came forward. The four of them, I believe, was four, have no knowledge of this ever happening. Have, to my knowledge, from what I can remember, don't even remember this type of a party happening. So this could have happened. They all pretty much, in the end, denied this. In the end, pretty much. So with all of that, with no evidence, with him saying it didn't happen, with her saying it happened, with pretty much of just two people knowing if it did happen or didn't happen, there's nothing to say it happened. So with that, you can't say he shouldn't get the position because of that alone, right? And even if, let's flip it around, if it didn't happen at all, right? If it didn't happen at all, at this point, she can't be held, she can't get in trouble for it not happening. What I mean, why she get in trouble? Because if you falsely accuse somebody of something, that's illegal, you'll be held accountable for that too, right? But in a lot of cases, not a lot, but sometimes females don't, get punished for it, even if it's proven that they falsely accuse somebody of something. Sometimes they don't get charged for whatever. A lot of times it's because the dude, is like, he's already tired with the legal system. He doesn't want to go through all that. But, but anyways, so even if she falsely accused this, in that case, I'm still for, what? There's nothing we can do about it because there's no proof that she falsely accused him of this. There's no proof that, he didn't do it. And so the argument's flipped around. So should she be held accountable if it didn't happen? No, because there's no proof. In this case, if he says he didn't do it, there's no proof that he didn't do it. So either way, neither one of them can be held accountable for their lie if either one of them are lying. Because there's no evidence to prove that they're lying. So that's how it is, people. But in this case, we're sorry. Because, again, here in the U.S., it's up to the accuser to provide the evidence or proof against somebody else that they did something. And in this case, there just simply isn't enough proof or evidence. There just isn't, people. So I have to say, with this being the case, and maybe this is because the Democrats screwed up so much. Maybe if they had done what they probably should have done correctly, maybe, it would have went better and maybe they would have found something. Who knows? Maybe Kavanaugh had time to hide all the evidence, Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it was such a freak show, this whole thing, people got scared from wanting to testify or wanted to be in her shoes to say she was telling the truth, and there were witnesses. Maybe they were like, you know what? Nah, I've seen what's happening to her. Nah, I've seen the Democrats how they're using her for their own agenda. Cause people, if you have an open mind, think outside the box, you can see if you're being used or if somebody's trying to. So it is what it is. I mean, so that's how I see it right there, people. There just isn't enough evidence, even if it did happen. And if it didn't, there's still not enough evidence to go after her for falsely accusing somebody. Because, again, if there's just not, you would have to have her come out and say she was lying, right? Or you'd have to have him come out and say, yeah, I did it. Okay, I did it. So, but obviously we're not going to get that, at least anytime soon. So, that's it for TimeOut Corner on this. I think I spent enough time on it. Maybe we could have a discussion about this. I don't have any subs, so we'll see how that goes. I just like doing this. If people hear it, they hear it. It's entertaining stuff. And it wastes time, so that's good too. But anyways, TimeOut Corner. I'm out.